Our final speaker came to OIT in 2002 and he had an Associate of Science degree in Electronic Engineering Technology from Central Oregon Community College. The word community really defines this student. Not only is he part of our academic community, but he takes those interests elsewhere. He spent some time in Louisiana helping after Hurricane Katrina hit. He also spent time in Vernonia helping in our particular state after the flooding. The most important community, though, that he wants to share a little bit with you about tonight is his family. Graduating with honors in mechanical engineering technology, Ken Mitchell.
Thank you, Abby. Let me begin by stating I've been blessed with an employer who has invested in me, family and friends who have supported me, and a beautiful wife and kids who have sacrificed much to see this day. In fall of 2002, when contemplating returning to school, I knew the cost of sacrificing would be working full-time and going to school would be significant. After several conversations with my wife, most of them centering around my two daughters, Hannah and Courtney, who were 5 and 2 at the time, we decided that we could put the rest of our life on hold and go make it happen. My wife gracefully shelved a new opportunity she'd been pursuing, and I quit the additional activities that I could when we began our journey. I still had commitments to finish my daughter's soccer coach, and was on the board of my church to start the process with only 2 classes that fall term. That fall and winter term went well, and I was anticipating the spring of 2003 term when I realized my daughter needed a soccer coach, and again she only had one name on her list. I couldn't let my daughter down, and with the rest of my life already on hold anyway, I coached her team and ended up coaching 4 of the last 6 years, either basketball or soccer, for both of my daughters. From the start, I developed an ever-present companion, homework. I found time to do homework whenever and wherever. I did homework during lunch, in the evenings after school, and work, at soccer practices and games, at church, not during the services though, Pastor Donnie. I did homework during holiday and with friends and family present. I took homework camping, including an elk hunting trip this past Thanksgiving, 10 to 15 degrees and 10 inches of snow on the ground. I learned how to do homework with lots of distractions. Both of my daughters started school, and it's been an enjoyable experience for me to be able to model for them to put homework before play. When they got their homework done and Dad gets his done, we can go out and play basketball. This past summer was enjoyable, yet at times dangerous, when I took an online chemistry class and completed my lab work at home. Fortunately, I was successful in managing to keep my eldest from mixing all their own chemicals. The payback for our efforts was collecting our report cards and celebrating success by going out for a Cold Stone ice cream, then heading down to Krispy Kreme donuts and claiming the bounty of a free donut for every A. Because of my daughters, I haven't had to buy them any donuts last. Not wanting to let the span get too wide between siblings, and with the rest of my life already on hold, we added another daughter, Mackenzie, to our family in 2004. And Dad was outnumbered 4-1 until June of 2006, when Dad's reinforcement arrived with his son Zachary. Now we started getting busy. 2 babies and 2 toddlers. Life was getting going. In 2005, I did put my life on hold, including school for that fall, to lead the team to Lake Charles, Louisiana, to help those who had the misfortune of living in the path of Hurricanes Katrina and Wilma. What a blessing it was to minister and serve others who needed help. Again, my wife sacrificed and stayed home with the 3 young girls to make sure nothing was out of place while I was gone. Our church family, our children are always busy and looking for new adventures, and we are obliged to keep them active in our church and community. As we serve in capacities that also keep us involved. Even while holding down the fort, my wife found the energy to stay involved with our children's activities, and I've managed to help. Because the rest of our life was on hold anyway, We've been able to lead various children's groups within our church and watch as our daughters have grown to be beautiful young ladies. I have found it difficult to simply not share about my wife and all the contributions and sacrifices she's made for our family. Putting aside a great opportunity of which she was a rising star, she has taken on every aspect of maintaining our household in my absence. She does the daily chores around the house. She takes care of our children and others. Need I say more? She has kept the yard up and the pets, learned how to change the oil in the cars. She's been the taxi, the candy mom, and still stayed up for me when I got home late from work and school and made dinner for me while I did my homework. She put up with me pounding my fist on the table over homework while the kids were sleeping. Through all the difficulties and challenges, she still found time and energy to encourage me and tell me she was still on my side. In closing, I do want to make sure I thank the Umbrella Systems for their investment and support, both sets of parents for filling my absence, Andy and Janae for keeping my wife sane and our friendship going through the hectic schedule, and finally to my beautiful family who endured more than their share of sacrifice and are still on my side. Hannah, Courtney, Mackenzie, Zachary, Daddy's done with his homework. We can go play ball now. Babe, I cannot thank you enough for your support and encouragement, and hope that I can be an inspiration and encouragement for your hopes and dreams. You are beautiful and gifted in so many ways. Now, babe, you realize that tomorrow, the rest of our life officially gets taken off hold. Are you ready?